Where do you want to start? You want to find out how each of these ended up and which one I voted number one and not? Do you want to know which was number one first or which was yeah, always the good news first. Okay, I am in limited company. The Travel King was what? Okay, and the answer for that was very simple. King within 2 years, now 3 years of founding, their top line transaction value is about 770 crores. So for a company to grow from 0 to 770 crores doesn't happen easily. There are not many markets where it happens. But there's a reason why they've been able to do that. How many of you book online? How many of you book online all the time? You're the exception in India, okay? Because how many people have online access in India? No, guess how many people, anybody? 44 million have online access. How many people have credit cards? 4 to 5 million have credit cards. So talk about Indian mass market and how many Indians do travel of the 1.x billion Indians. How many people do you think at least travel once a year? 44 million airline tickets were sold last year. 5 billion train tickets were sold last year, right? So, but there is only 4 million people with a credit card. What are the rest of the people doing? Are they booking online? Okay, through travel agents. How many travel agents are there in India? Close to 20,000 travel agents. So what Vaya understood was very well was who their consumer really was. They are not interested in someone who has access to internet and has access to credit card. They are interested in the tier 2, tier 3 cities in India. India is divided into 780 or 760 districts, and today Vaya has agents in 383 districts in India, right? So within 3 years. Why? How much do you think an average entrepreneur in these towns is happy making as a income? 10,000 rupees. They are fine, right? So with Vaya they can, because he has access to a laptop. And also when I want to buy, when I want to travel, if I'm in a second town, second tier city, it may be intimidating to me to go online, do all this. So what Vaya figured out is that this is a country of shopkeepers, and in India, people, majority of the people will not follow the behavior that we know in the West, because they still prefer to go to a travel agent that they know. And also this is a country we all understand works on black market, right? Or a black economy. There is a cash economy. Not too many people are comfortable putting credit card online, and they want to pay for cash for these vacations. You know, if I want to take a vacation, I want to pay with cash because I may be a shopkeeper. I don't want to use my credit card. I don't want to show the source of my money, right? They can do that. What we liked was that it was a very different business model, and we thought that the entrepreneurs had a touch with India. A lot of times what happens is these kind of models are a repeat of what has worked in a different country. But what has worked in a different country may not necessarily work in India. So what they were was a B2B solution, because they were working with agents, and also the founders were very, very passionate. They had no experience, but they were very, very passionate. So they've done well. And the other thing that is very important we found is they were very focused on what makes profit versus being theoretical about value proposition, because you might have a value proposition to a consumer, but if you're not making profit, what is the purpose of building a business? And I think they were very, very focused on making a profit. So today, not only have they grown very rapidly, they've done that at about 1/7 of the money that others have taken. So that was our number one choice, and fortunately they're thriving and exceeding expectations, and we are very happy with the investment. The investment that did not do well is Self-Solve. and the lot of reasons why the investment was made was because of the pain. We all immediately associate with the pain, you know, lost phone, all of us agree. Not only lost phone, you have your wallpaper, you have your ringtones, and once the phone is lost, money is lost. So to speak, they'll save all of that in the cloud because asynchronously they synchronize it to the web, which you don't need to worry about. When your new phone comes, it immediately downloads, no pain. And the operators do not offer this kind of a service today, and all the other points that were shared here. And somebody said because we knew the entrepreneurs, they were very successful, track record was good. All that is actually true, and the reasons why we made the investment. But the reason it didn't work out is, first of all, they were too successful. So the question is, when do you work the hardest in your life, if you think about it, right? It is not when you are necessarily successful. Now, I'm not saying that there are no exceptions to that. Clearly there are, you know. But in general, the time you work the hardest is when you're hungry to prove something. And that's when you have the least experience, right? So when you're very successful, are you going to work 100 hours a day and, you know, live, eat, breathe this versus anything else in life? When you have a lot of experience, you want, and you are successful, you want your next thing to be what? Even more successful, right? So you want to build something very big. Instead of focusing on reality of today, immediately you want something very big. You kind of